Hello, everyone, and a massive welcome to Motivation for the Day. I'm so glad you're here with us. Have you ever had one of those days where it feels like the whole world is conspiring against you? You spill your coffee, get stuck in traffic, and then a project at work just doesn't go your way. It's easy to let those moments spiral, to let a dark cloud settle over your entire day, or even your week. But what if I told you that you have the power to change that narrative? What if you could learn to find the silver lining, even when the clouds are at their darkest? Today, we're diving deep into the art and science of staying positive. It's not about ignoring life's problems. It's about equipping yourself with the tools to face them with strength, resilience, and a hopeful heart. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's explore how we can actively cultivate more positivity in our lives, starting right now. First, let's get one thing straight. Staying positive isn't about wearing a fake smile 24/7 or pretending that bad things don't happen. That's toxic positivity, and it's not what we're about here. True positivity is about acknowledging the reality of a situation, feeling the emotions that come with it, the frustration, the sadness, the disappointment, but then making a conscious choice not to let those negative feelings take over and define your entire experience. It's about resilience. Think of a strong tree in a storm. It bends, it sways, its leaves might get battered, but it doesn't break. Its roots are deep, holding it firm. That's what we're aiming for. Building deep roots of mental and emotional strength so that when life's storms hit, we can bend without breaking. It's a skill, and like any skill, it requires practice. So where do we start? The most powerful and immediate tool you have is your perspective. Two people can experience the exact same event, but their reactions can be completely different, all based on how they choose to see it. Imagine you get passed over for a promotion you really wanted. The initial sting is real, and it's okay to feel disappointed, but after that initial reaction, you have a choice. You can see it as a failure, a sign that you're not good enough, and let it crush your confidence. Or you can reframe it. You can see it as an opportunity. Maybe this is a chance to identify areas where you can grow. You could ask for feedback, learn a new skill, or even realize that this particular path wasn't the right one for you after all, opening the door to something even better. This is called cognitive reframing. It's about consciously challenging your negative thoughts and looking for an alternative, more empowering interpretation. It's not about lying to yourself. It's about finding the truth in the opportunity for growth. One of the most practical ways to start building this positive habit is through gratitude. I know, you've probably heard this a million times, but there's a reason it's such a popular piece of advice. It works. Our brains are naturally wired to look for threats and problems. It's an old survival mechanism. Gratitude actively retrains your brain to look for the good. It shifts your focus from what's lacking in your life to what you already have. Start small. At the end of each day, take just 2 minutes to write down 3 things you were grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. Maybe it was the taste of your morning coffee, a kind word from a stranger, or the feeling of the sun on your face. By consistently doing this, you start to build a new neural pathway. You'll begin to automatically notice the small joys throughout your day, creating a foundation of positive awareness that makes it much harder for negativity to take hold. It's like building a positive muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Another crucial element is the company you keep. Think about the people you spend the most time with. Do they lift you up, or do they pull you down? We are incredibly susceptible to the energy of those around us. If you're constantly surrounded by people who complain, who see the worst in every situation, and who gossip endlessly, their negativity will inevitably seep into your own mindset. It's like trying to stay dry in a rainstorm without an umbrella. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with positive, supportive, and optimistic people, their energy is contagious in the best way possible. They'll inspire you, encourage you, and help you see the good in yourself and the world. This doesn't mean you have to cut off everyone who has a bad day. It's about being mindful of the overall balance. Curate your social circle. Seek out friends and mentors who radiate the kind of energy you want to embody. Your environment, including the people in it, plays a huge role in your mental state. Now let's talk about action. Positivity isn't just a state of mind, it's also fueled by what we do. When you're feeling down, one of the best things you can do is move your body. Go for a walk, put on some music and dance around your living room, hit the gym. Whatever gets you moving. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters. It's a scientifically proven way to reduce stress and improve your outlook. Even just 15-20 minutes of light activity can make a world of difference. Another powerful action is to do something kind for someone else. When we focus our energy on helping another person, it shifts the focus away from our own problems. Buying a coffee for the person behind you, giving a genuine compliment, or volunteering your time. These acts of kindness create a ripple effect. Not only do you make someone else's day better, but you also get a powerful dose of what's known as the helper's high, boosting your own sense of happiness and purpose. It's also vital to be mindful of what you're consuming. And I'm not just talking about food, although a healthy diet certainly helps. I'm talking about the information and media you consume. If your social media feed is filled with outrage, comparison, and bad news, it's going to negatively impact your mood. Be intentional about your digital diet. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad about yourself. Follow pages that inspire, educate, and make you laugh. Limit your exposure to the 24-hour news cycle if it's causing you anxiety. Instead, pick up a book, listen to an uplifting podcast, or watch a documentary about something you're passionate about. You are in control of the information that enters your mind. Protect that space fiercely. By curating your media consumption, you are actively choosing to fill your mind with positive and constructive material, which will be reflected in your thoughts and feelings. Let's also touch upon self-talk. The voice inside your head is the one you hear more than any other. What is it saying? Is it your biggest critic or your biggest cheerleader? Many of us have a harsh inner critic that points out our flaws and replays our mistakes. Learning to stay positive means learning to change that inner dialogue. When you catch yourself thinking something negative like, "I'm so stupid, I can't believe I did that," pause, acknowledge the thought, and then gently correct it as you would for a friend. You would never say that to someone you care about, so why say it to yourself? Try something like, "That was a mistake, but everyone makes them. What can I learn from this so I can do better next time?" This practice of self-compassion isn't about making excuses. It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to others. Your relationship with yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. Make it a positive one. Remember that this is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when it's harder to be positive than others, and that is completely okay. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. It's about having more good days than bad, and having the tools to navigate the bad days without letting them derail you completely. Be patient with yourself. Celebrate the small wins. If you managed to reframe a negative thought, or you took a walk when you felt down, acknowledge that victory. Those small steps are what build lasting change. If you're struggling, don't be afraid to reach out. Talk to a friend, a family member, or a mental health professional. Seeking help is a sign of incredible strength, not weakness. There are people who want to support you on your journey. You don't have to do it all alone. So to recap, staying positive is an active practice. It's about shifting your perspective and reframing challenges as opportunities. It's about cultivating gratitude to retrain your brain to see the good. It's about mindfully choosing who and what you surround yourself with, from your friends to your media feed. It's about taking action through movement and acts of kindness. And most importantly, it's about being compassionate with yourself and changing that inner dialogue from critical to supportive. Each of these is a tool you can add to your mental and emotional toolkit. The more you use them, the more natural they will become, and the more resilient and positive you will feel, day in and day out. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I truly hope you found some value and inspiration here. If this resonated with you, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel for more motivation for the day. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What's one small positive step you're going to take this week? Sharing your goals can be a powerful motivator. Until next time, take care, stay strong, and remember to look for the good